So I'm going to show you what's in my garage. Okay. It's like someone would think there's a beehive in here. So I just put a hive on the floor. So they're looking for a way in now. It's in the middle of my garage and I got all these bees. It's noisy in here. Got all these bees in my garage. So they're in that one down here. I had all the frames in here. There's some honey dripping there. So I had all the frames in there, and so I transferred them into here. And so I'm going to see what they do. See if most likely they're just after resources. They smelled, one got in here and told their buddies, hey, there's something over there. Let's go in there. So I'm going to see if they'll actually go into this hive. And see what's in there. I'm gonna probably put a little honey there in front of the entryway. And see if they'll go in there. There's a spider. A little bit of honey from the comb. Just gotta put some honey in the entryway here. Get them to go in there. But they're not going to be able to do anything. Whoa. They're not going to be able to go in there and make a hive without a queen. So I think they're just looking for resources. Oh, there's a few dead. Oh, they might have been out here for a couple of days without me knowing about it. I never paid attention. I just walked right on by. Zoop, zoop. Gotta go do my thing. Yeah. There's a lot of bees in here, man. Dang. I've never seen this many bees in my garage. Ever. Ever. Hey, Ginger. Come on, little baby. Let the good times whoa. So I'll try to get them to go inside and investigate this hive. See if they'll go in there, right? You know, maybe they've already made a queen cell. So it's going to take them. Oh, this is still the same day. So this is the 11th of January 2026. Still the same day. And so this is where I keep all my bee stuff. Looks like a rat got up there and got some honeycomb. And so I want to see if they go in there. Because once they see get that honey taste up there in front of that entrance, they're going to tell their girlfriends. Yeah, they're scavenging for everything. Well, maybe I'll pop this lid and let them go in the top. Because there was already bees inside the big hive. This is my 6-framer, but I was only able to get 5 in it this time because the frames have too much comb on them. But they like this size of hive. A lot of bees. Ooh. Oh, there they go in. All right. They found it. Here it is. This is the food we were told about this food here. Here it is. Yeah. They're actually acting a little defensive, as if they've already decided this is one of their homes. In my garage. That's almost like putting my bees in the house. That would not be good. Oh, there's one found the food there. There they go. So I'll let these settle inside there. Maybe I'll even go get some honey and put some honey on top. Draw a bunch of them. Draw a bunch of these girls. There must be about 100 or more in here. There's more coming. I see them coming. I see them coming down from the driveway. They're coming this way. Oh, these may not be my girls then. These are black. Huh. Well, maybe it's a mixture. There they go. Going on in. No, dead? No, she's eating. Well, ain't that just special? Maybe I'll catch a swarm in my garage. Start 2026 out brilliantly, right? What? Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, this is fun. Fun. So what I'll let them do is I'll probably just let all these girls keep coming in here, and then they'll settle in here overnight. And then I'll close this port, and I'll go put it in my peach tree where I caught my other swarm. And when they come out in the morning, when I come out in the morning, I'll open that up, and they'll navigate. Oh, this is a new area, and they'll navigate because I'll have my garage door closed right at that time. So if they try to come back in the garage, that ain't gonna happen because they may want to come back in here. So I'll leave my garage doors closed all day tomorrow. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's a lot of them coming in. Am I seeing a swarm here? I don't know. I might be witnessing January, a swarm? That just ain't gonna happen. Not in January. That just don't happen. If you have any comments, please leave a comment. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think is going on. Right? It's like, dang. Yeah, so my instinct here is that it's just marauders. They're looking for resources. And so they've had a few days of nice weather, 3 days in a row here. So they've had multiple days to investigate this hive. So I had it, I had that, those frames in this 10 frame box. This is a standard 10 framer. Just made it from, even my lid, this scrap wood, had this panel that I got from somewhere. And so, yeah, this is just scrap wood that I have. Okay, girls, don't, no. And what I'm gonna do is keep this. Oh, there's some honey on that one. Oh, you smell that honey, don't you? There's some honey on that one. Is there honey on that one? I don't know. This feels kind of heavy. I think I'll leave that. I'll leave that. I think all the frames in there are the ones I built. I built that one. Nope, that's store-bought. So I got 3 homemade frames and 2 store-bought ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and freeze this one. It's got some honey on it. Oh, it's also got a bee on it. Well, hey there, girl. There's a bee right there. She's sucking on that food. Well, I'll just let them have it. Well, I'll just put it by the entryway. There, girls, take what you want. Ooh, bunch of girls on that one. Okay. Oh, you're on that one too? You are just scavengers today, aren't you? I think I'll just preserve this honey on this one for when they're done, mostly with that one. Back, you beast! Trying to get in as I'm doing my thing there. Crazy, right? That would be such a crazy cool start for 2026, right? To catch a swarm in the middle of January. Who heard of such a thing anyway? Who heard of such a thing? Yeah, this is a 10 framer, but a 6 framer. Can't get 6 in there. They built the comb too wide, so I can't push them close enough together. I got some some honey on my hands. There we go. Easy peasy. It's so easy. Easy peasy, it was easy. So I'll just kind of see how many girls I can catch here today in this thing. Like I said, then put it in my peach tree and then leave it be. Huh. I can just see them coming in. Just from out, it's okay. I'm tapping on them. Yesterday, I was readjusting the front entrance of the one outside, and I had cut this wood lower so it's more flush with the entryway. It was a nice sized platform, landing platform, and I was pushing it up against the beehive, and I didn't notice a girl. She kind of started getting pinched. And I went, oh, and I pulled that out, and she went right to my face. Like, how dare you? And I actually had to go like that. I didn't smack her. I went like that, so I felt her on the palm of my hand. I went like that. I don't think she hit the ground. She just went. First he tries to squish me, and then he smacks me. I'm getting away from this guy. He's dangerous. And she didn't bother me again after that. She got attacked twice. So there you go. This is going into Peachtree tomorrow. See if I can catch an early swarm. Dang, this would be really early. Yeah, now there's hundreds. There's hundreds more. I can see them coming. Yeah. I might be witnessing something coming. I don't know. Yeah, they're not coming from here. They're not coming from. I don't see any coming from here. So they're all coming from that direction. So my instincts are. So if I take this out tonight, if there's a bunch of them in there, and I take this out tomorrow, and then I open up the port, and they come out and they fly right down into they fly right down into my other swarm, then they're from my hives. But if they don't, and they just fly away, then they weren't mine. These aren't mine. Yeah, because they'll remember tomorrow. Because a lot of times bees will get caught in the weather. And they will find a place to hunker down for the night. And when it's warm enough, when they come out of their hyperthermia, then they'll fly back to their hive the next day. Or they don't usually survive that long, but if they go into a kind of a state of hypothermia, their metabolism slows way down, and so they don't burn as much energy and fat, because they store energy in there's like 3 flaps on either side of their torso, and they use the energy. There's stuff in there that they use to make honeycomb, right? And so they keep a certain amount of energy stored in there, ready to go, and they have stored fat in their bodies, and they have a sugar sac, a nectar sac that they many times will have some stored in there. and then whatever is in their gut. So when a girl goes out, they have multiple sources. So when they're out all night, if they've smart enough, can a bee be smart? I don't know. Probably in their own way, right? Some bees are smarter than others, just like people. That's true. Not every brain cell works in the same way, and so and then when they slow down when it gets cold overnight, they don't burn as much energy. So when they warm up the next day and come out of that hypothermia state, right, cryogenics kind of thing, then they fly back to their hive and then recharge, re-energize, revitalize. Okay, now they're up here eating that honey that I put there a while ago. Yeah, this is crazy, man. You think I'll catch a swarm in January? I don't. And if you think so, leave a comment to why you think it's possible. Because I don't know if that's possible in January. There's no drones. Right? There's nothing for the queen to mate with. So if the queen comes, so if these bees are coming from a hive that's looking to swarm, that queen will leave that hive with no queen to keep it alive. So they would have to go into emergency queen cell making, right? And maybe the queen can wait around for a month or two, because they can live years, right? So maybe they can swarm out this time of year. Logically, yes, they can. Depends upon the nature of the hive, because every hive has its own unique personality traits, right? They're subtle. Some are extreme different. Some are really aggressive, and some are overly docile. Those hives usually don't survive. They have to have a certain level. There's like medium kind of level of skill sets of protecting the hive, right? Got to have some aggression. And so they are filling that box slowly, getting in there, and I think they're just marauders. But I'll know in a few days. This one's acting like it wants to protect this hive, this nuke box. I'm going to protect this resources from you. Crazy, man. If you subscribe, thumbs up, and the bell. I'm going to be doing all kinds of podcasts this time of year. Haven't found the time to do any music videos, but I will. Be patient. I have to have the drive, the motivation, the desire, right? Like, yeah, I'm ready to knock out some music today, and get in there, and that's when I feel good about doing something. That kind of goes for everybody, I suppose. We do a better job. We have more energy for it because it's in here, right? If we have the energy in here for what we're going to do, not just the energy, but the motivation, the desire, the initiative, the creativity, all that desire is there. We're going to do a better job of whatever it is, even if it's climbing a mountain. I want to climb this mountain to its very top. Okay, Everest, here I come. Oh, shoot. Yeah, what is it, 90-something-year-old man or something? He climbed that all the way to the top of Mount Everest, 90-something. Sometimes the limitation is right here. Right? If we're strong here, we understand how we need to keep this strong, keep it always ready to go. I stay fit like I was in my 20s. I do all kinds of things to to stay ready for an aggressive game of basketball, aggressive game of tennis, go for long runs, or just do whatever. I work on endurance, kind of like a triathlon type of training, so that I can stay ready for whatever it is comes up or that I want to do. Stay fit, man. The only excuse we have for not staying fit is the excuse. That's so inefficient, right? It's just not. That's not sufficient enough reason to stay youthful. She's still there eating. If I was to touch this girl right now, her butt would go right up in the air and automatically release her stinger into my finger. Right now, if I was just to touch her, in other words, don't pet bees. It's not like a petting zoo. They don't like to be touched. Like that girl I was telling you about earlier, I squished her between two pieces of wood, right there, right in my. She was going to get me if I didn't, I kind of go like that. I didn't whack her. I just kind of like, no, you don't. Right? And she just flew away and came back around the front and went in. Like, boom. And get him. I wanted to get him for squishing me. Okay, I guess I'll just leave that open. And they're still coming in. I can see them going shoo, in and out. Mostly in. Mostly coming in. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I should leave. All right, please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. I'm going to make more podcasts, make some music videos, some garden videos, and I'll see you then. Bye now.